And we're having a second cup of coffee conversation with Hopkins County Master Gardener Ronnie Wilson. Ronnie, good morning.
Good morning.
So Ronnie was talking with us last time about getting your fall gardening going, probably after you haven't done a heck of a lot, if you're like most people, in August.
Right.
It just seems like it's hopeless. But there's a lot to do now. So one thing we didn't get to, we were talking about getting flowering plants going in the fall and vegetables. Mm-hmm. Fertilizer is an important consideration.
Yes. If you're planting fall plants, use some water-soluble, high-nitrogen fertilizer. Get your plants in, water them lightly with the liquid mixture, and give them another dose, in 10 days or so to keep them healthy and get them growing quickly.
Now, when you say water-soluble, something that mixes in water?
Yes.
Okay, so
Miracle-Gro.
Miracle-Gro is the obvious one.
Right. There are others.
So that's for flowering plants and vegetables.
Yes.
Okay. And how often did you say?
10 days.
I think that's what it says on the package, as a matter of fact. Yeah.
And it's also good for any container-grown plants you have.
And we were coming to that also, that particular point. You have a note here. It says, consider changing out the old potting mix in containers for a fresh, new growing medium. Now, this so you would retain the plants?
Yes.
You could take them out and put new potting mix in.
If they're healthy. If they're looking tired and spent, maybe just get new ones. But potting mix doesn't have a lot of nutrients in it to begin with. And after a couple of months of our Texas heat, what's in there is gone. So get some fresh potting mix, put it in there. Doesn't cost much, but your plants will appreciate it. I
tell you gave me some advice back in the spring. We tried to grow, and we do grow, the ornamental sweet potato vines. And used the potting mix in some pots this spring, and they did great.
Yeah.
They really look good.
They won't stop growing sometimes. We trimmed ours this morning to begin with.
Well, that is, they will just take over. But, of course, you really can't maintain them through the winter. But
right.
But if in other plants, then you could actually, if their plant is healthy, you could put in new potting mix.
You bet.
Okay, good advice. How about the lawns now? You have some advice on lawns in particular for St. Augustine grass.
Yes. St. Augustine, you should fertilize it 1st of September, 1st of October. Use a high phosphorus, that's the middle number on the bag. That will help the plant develop strong roots to get it through the winter. Make sure you keep watered and trimmed and keep it mowed. That's real important.
Okay, so what would a good number on the bag be then? For example,
phosphorus numbers don't get real big. If you can find some that's 6 or 8, middle number of 6 or 8, 13, 13, 13 is really high in phosphorus.
Yeah,
but it's balanced. That might work.
Okay, so the middle number is the phosphorus.
Middle number is phosphorus.
Should it necessarily be higher than the other numbers, or just the same?
No, just high.
And high would be then?
High would be higher than 4.
Okay,
I think.
Okay. And this is now fertilizer. You're going to spread this.
Yes. Yes.
And then water it in. Yeah.
But St. Augustine, probably the most important thing about St. Augustine that I'm thinking of is do not water it in the evening. This time of year, brown patch fungus is prevalent. And when the foliage stays wet throughout the evening and the cool nights, you can develop a nice case of brown patch, which will take your grass out.
So the morning is definitely
water
the time.
In the morning, yes.
But maybe Bermuda grass, it doesn't matter as much? Or
I would do the same. Water.
Okay, even
it's better to water in the morning for everything.
We have talked about that.
Yes.
Right. So and we touched on this last time, but now is a great time for planting new trees.
New trees, shrubs, yes, crepe myrtles. That's my favorite.
Yeah, they're great.
Plant them now, keep them watered, and they will establish roots. So in the springtime, they're ready to sprout forth and do glorious things for you.
Water through the winter?
Not necessarily. Just until the temperatures start really cooling off.
We have some mature crepe myrtle trees that were there when we bought the place 20 years ago. They bloom, but they bloom very late, much later than other trees that I see. And then they don't bloom quite as much, and I'm thinking I do need to fertilize them either in the fall or the spring.
It could be that variety.
Yeah.
But yeah, try mild fertilizer.
What would be a good fertilizer
for
those?
What do I use? 2100 would be good.
2100.
Now that's just straight nitrogen, but that will get it started. 13, 13, 13.
Okay. Good. But those are and
easy to find.
Right, and very, very popular, and for good reason.
15, 5, 10 is another one that I use a lot.
Okay, great. And then we're out of time, but you say be on the lookout for end of season gardening sales tools.
This is the time. You get mowers, hand tools, sprinklers, water hoses, loppers, pruners, everything. I hate to say that because I don't want the competition in the store, but this is the time.
Mowers especially. That'd be a good time. Right, good. All right. Ronnie Wilson is Hopkins County Master Gardener. Thanks for having a second cup of coffee with us. I'm John Mark Dempsey. This is KSST.